We are back for another episode of the 3PMS Ladies Podcast Show. Woo-woo. Yes, we've got that energy today. Okay, so we're gonna mix it up a little bit, and New Year Nick is gonna go with her segment first. What is going on in TV land?
Well, TV land, I've started a show called The Bold Type. It came out in 2017, but I'm loving Netflix at the moment. So this is my latest show on Netflix. It's 4 seasons in. It's about 3 female friends who work for a magazine. So like if you've ever read The Devil Wears Prada or watched the movie, it kind of has that kind of feel to it.
Nice.
So yeah, so there's 3 friends. One is like the nerd of the group, you know, does everything right, always has like a check-in list. Then you've got the next character who's like a blonde bombshell. She's dating one of the company's partners. And then you've got the third character who's like biracial social media queen. I won't go too much into it. And it just talks about, and it shows you all the different relationships, obviously with guys, about working together. And it really got me to thinking about like, who's your work best friend? Because obviously like we're all best friends on this, like we're all sisters, but we all have like our own individual careers and things like that. And like, do you have a work best friend? Like someone who you can just always run to about work, in work as well, either it be online or, you know, when we were back in the office. Like, who are your work best friends, girls?
I
think I only had one time of that. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I've only ever worked with my best friend once, and that was with you, and that was done. So I've never ever gone to that level of best friendship with anyone else at work. And if it wasn't for the fact that my ass needed money and I had to work with you, I probably would never have had that opportunity.
First of
put it out there, I'm done.
First and foremost, that is a barefaced lie, because at one point all 3 of us were working for the same place.
Thank you very much, there.
Yeah.
Were we?
Yes, we were.
We worked for
not in the same department.
Well, you weren't in the same department.
Yes, we did.
You weren't in the same department, but yes. Hold on, I've worked with Nick. We've worked together a few times. Yeah, we have.
Yes.
That's my memory. Go on.
Yes, they worked the streets a couple of times. Yes.
So yeah, I to be fair, even when I was working with the 2 of you, I didn't consider you guys my go-to. I'm joking. No, I have. I think obviously I've worked with the both of you guys, and obviously as you are my people beforehand, you're my work best friends there. But I do, in my current job, I've got 2 really, really close friends, you know, who I consider friends. And thankfully I've been in a position where I've had, you know, 3 quite close, good friends at least, I would say at least 3 close friends at my last 2 major work positions. And it's always good to have the go-to people at work, because the devil works the hardest in those places.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, Snoop, you haven't had any since us, right?
I
think
catching my nose. Nope.
Like, honestly.
Nope. I think since my last experience with you lot, I've avoided having any form of close friendship at work, because I like to speak my mind and, you know, tell it like it is and walk off and not give a damn. So yeah. Carry on.
So yeah, so I've got a couple at work who I go to for different things. I've got my my PC.
Don't we know it?
Yeah. Like she vets my emails, because I will write my email and then she will vet and take out all the, you know, the ghetto-ness out of my emails so that it's appealing and not offensive to others. Then I've got my ghetto best friend too. If I need a pop around, I can go to her, because she just starts speaking in patois and all of this kind of stuff, and she don't care who hears it. So she's like, yeah, my buffers. And then I've also got my friends who kind of like have intel, or if I want them to do something or that kind of stuff. So I think it's nice to have like allies in the workplace, like sometimes. So yeah, the bold type.
Okay, but those are friends, but those are not best friends, are they?
That's very true.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to just check that out. Carry on.
Someone's in their feelings. They're not best friends, but yeah, they're allies.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's also hard as well sometimes to like have work friends, but then actually be genuine friends outside of work.
Yeah.
And like over time, some people thought, oh yeah, we're friends, but then some people get offended real easy if you don't send them a text, and then suddenly like you're not talking for like a while. You're like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Goes along. Yeah.
But with the show, you know, you introduced me to it, and I thought it was a brilliant show. It's very light hearted thing to watch. Do you know what I mean, kind of thing. And most of that is like visually it's brilliant, because if you're a fashion person, you just love it, because like their styling and everything is really good. And I think the concepts of the three friends being, you know, like different and very ambitious is quite nice as well as young people. Do you know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I every time I've watched it, I've just like, you know, when you just want to like relax for the day, you know, and it's so easy to watch that you don't have to concentrate too much, even a glass of rosé, and you don't lose weight in it. So it's very lighthearted and very visually appealing. Do you know what I mean, sort of thing?
Yeah, nice. I just want to just quickly touch on. I haven't watched it, but I will be checking it out because you guys have kind of given me some nice reviews about it. But you know, just quickly, just back onto what you said, Snoop. I agree. I think that you've got to have loads of allies, and I know there is a difference. But you guys know when I say the word friend, I don't just mean this is at work. I mean these people that I talk to, especially in my current job and even in my last job, I still talk to those people today. That word friend is a big, you know, yeah, you've got your work allies, but then just because they're your allies at work doesn't mean they're your real life friends. But me, I can't talk to people freely unless I consider them a real friend. It's just how I am. So, but yeah, allies is a bit, you've got to have very smart. You've got to have your allies, and you've got to know who to go to for what. So you're handling it very, very well. Good. I like this.
Thanks. Yeah. So that's my show at the moment. Like I've kind of started Sisters again. That took a while. Because
what season are they on now?
They're on season 3?
Season
2. Season 2. Let me tell you something.
God.
I still love
it's
it.
Dragon.
No, it's not Dragon. It's because they have so many episodes, you know, in one season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I love it. I'm sorry. Yes, what's it? Tyler Perry. He needs some help with the writing because certain things just on and
he
on.
certainly does.
But yeah, but it's still one of my favorite shows. I absolutely love it.
I mean, you guys know I tapped in and tapped out. Those just like I just can't with the storylines, with the acting, with the dragging on. I'm just like I am way too advanced. My brain is like really, my brain is like really struggling with it. I'm like, God, do you have to be so repetitive? We get it. Like, just move on. And maybe then it would be so much episode in one bloody season, and we'll be in season 4 right now. But that's me pointing out.
Yeah, Sisters is like really like love or hate at the moment, but I think it's getting better, even though the writing is questionable.
Yeah,
the storylines it's finally getting there with some of them. Yeah, so it's getting better. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it on TV land at the moment, I'm afraid, guys.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Snoop, what you got? What's going on?
What's going on in our celebrity world? Right, guys. Now this blew my hair off. So
that would never be hard.
Shut up. My edges are still forming. Leave them alone.
Sorry.
A Google study now, guys, has named Prince William, yes, our England Prince William, as the world's sexiest bald man.
What?
Now this was a study. Yep, exactly what I said. Prince William. Okay. And now the thing is, now this was 17.6 million people voted this man. Shut up. I can hear you laughing in the background. Take it seriously. Sorry. Every dog has its day, and this is his day after everything he's been going through.
Oh my day.
So he's been, so out of out of every possible person, because now this is saying the world, guys. I want you to concentrate on that, and I want you to fix yourself on that. The world sexiest bald male. Okay, now let me give you. Can you guys guess anyone who could be in the top 10 after Prince William? Okay, Vin Diesel was number 10, right?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, number 8.
See?
Now, any one of those, I would have called sexy. I don't know where. Even Bruce Willis, I would take him as sexy. I do not know where Prince William is coming on this at all.
You got Michael Jordan. You
got Michael Jordan. Yes, you got. So now let's not. Okay, can we stop talking about? Okay, the list that you're giving me doesn't even compare to the people we have now. Bold. Now let me give you your man, Shimon Moore.
Oh yes,
bold. So where is he on the list?
Exactly. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking of him, but I thought I know he's.
Where's he on the list?
I don't know.
No.
Okay. What's our other guy? Morris Chestnut. Boris Kojo. Remember all of these people to be sexy.
Crazy, but
LL Cool J. Thank you. So, well, sexist. I think they need to recount this thing. I think it was all rigged, so they need to recount it. Nothing against my Prince William, but when you say the world, I'm like, England. Okay, I'll give it to you however you want it. I don't care how that one goes, but definitely not the world. Okay,
he's not even the sexiest man on my road. Like, how's he getting? No. The only thing sexy about
Homer Simpson. You guys, Homer Simpson even does it for me sometimes. Where this is going.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord, forget it. All right, moving on. Let's get to it.
I'm still looking.
Okay, now my hair's off now. Sorry. I need my Gorilla Glue. Sorry.
Oh my days. Okay, so Sharon Osbourne has exited the talk after her controversial. Yeah, she's left after the controversial defense of Piers, her good friend Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
So I think you guys must remember the whole Piers with Meghan Markle. Sharon stood up for him for free speech, as in like he's got the right to express himself, and She got not in a rude way, but checked, but subtly checked by her peers, on the talk, just to help her see where they were coming from, by what she was saying about Piers, whatever. Anyway, I guess it's maybe a bit too uncomfortable still remaining in that job field, so she has left that position. Moving on, Cassie and her husband, Alex Fine, the fine Alex that he is himself, yes, have welcomed their second daughter.
Yeah, I love
so that's what beautiful pictures have been sent out regarding that, and I thought they just look absolutely cute. And the reason why I bring this up, because obviously most of the time when people have babies or it's birthdays, I don't even bother. But when somebody has been stuck in a relationship for so long with nothing coming through but designer handbags and chain and making you look glam good, you know what I mean? And for her to escape and to find love and to be moving forward really, really well, like another Sierra moment, you know what I mean, kind of thing. I just feel like, that just needs to be highlighted every now and then for anyone who's feeling like overwhelmed and stuck in a going nowhere relationship sort of thing. Say what?
I hope she sent those pictures to Diddy.
I'm sure everyone would have tweeted it. Black Twitter would have just tweeted to him. And another happy note. So you guys know the verse battle.
Oh, versus, yes.
Yeah, versus battle. So we're gonna have an Escaped and SWV one. And I am so looking forward to it. So when I can remember the date, I'll post it on our on our Insta page. But yeah, I'm so looking forward because I grew up with these ones, and I love most of their tunes. Sorry,
who do you prefer?
Who do I prefer? Nick, that's a hard one.
Not for me.
SWV.
Yes,
probably SWV.
I would say
probably SWV. I rocked them a lot more. Back then. Yeah, I think they were more famous worldwide than Escape. Yeah. So yeah. So,
I don't know loads and loads of their songs. I know a few of them, but I know almost all of SWV's songs. So
I think I was rocking Escape because I was still into my tomboy era. So they were pretty much, you know, the big jeans, the New York boots and stuff like that. So yes. So I think that's what got me into them. But SWV definitely, I know most of their songs more.
Yeah.
So no, I'm really looking forward to that one. I think that one's going to be a really good one. Yeah. Birthday shout outs to Diana Ross and Mariah Carey. Birthdays this month, and I am done with my segment.
Okay, Nick, I want to know who is your favorite? Who's your SWV or Escape?
Hers was Jade.
I know she. Listen, I know she like
hers was Jade.
You know, I know all the ones, but out of those two, though, Nick.
SWV, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. Okay.
Nick, do you remember back in your crib doing the Jade dance and practicing it? I can never forget. Never forget it. Sorry.
There, like I just don't get it.
Because you were that is how I met you, and that's my youngest memory of you.
Oh wow!
Practicing that in the living room. Don't walk away. On and on and on and on and on.
And you want to walk away? You want to run away? I'm joking.
But you know how she is, isn't it? She got me into it. Come on. Oh Lord.
Because I don't recap, you know.
Oh Lord, yes.
Okay, so now we come on to my segment. So there's been loads. I mean, I don't have any specific, things to relay to you guys in terms of my love life. So let's talk about other people's. That's always good.
Oh, that's always good, isn't it?
Yeah. So, So now recently, the rapper Sweetie and Quavo from the Migos split up. I think they've been dating for a little bit. They seem like a sweet couple, and they decided to part ways. And Sweetie's been tweeting, Instagramming, all sorts, and has basically said they broke up because he cheated on her. Now, people have been talking a lot about this. I'm not gonna lie. Some people are saying that Sweetie always kind of insinuates in her interviews that, you know, you should kind of, you know, like you shouldn't be with a broke man, you know, you should kind of get what you need to get from, you know, like a man should be showering you with all sorts of gifts. So, Snoop brought it to our attention that she has basically tweeted to say, what was it again that you said? That she tweeted
basically when the whole breakup ish came out, her statement, because I think she's the one who broke it to the world, was that she had tapped out in the lines of, I don't have it in front of me, but that she had tapped out a long time ago due to the cheating and everything. Right. Now, what people were saying is, if you were tapped out a long time ago, why are you still in there receiving gifts? And, you know, the famous Bentley that she received and everything like that.
Yes.
From you know, after it's supposed to be after the infidelity. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just before we talk about how we feel about that, now I heard he got the Bentley repossessed.
Ooh.
Yes, and I actually
that's an update.
Quite funny. Yes, I actually heard he had the car repossessed because I don't think he owned it outright. I think it was a leasing, situation.
Usually the case, isn't it?
Yeah. So, and I don't blame him. You want to now talk smack? Aren't you? You were not together, bitch. Get it. Don't be driving my car. You know. So I found that quite hilarious. I actually did find that quite funny. I don't know if it's true, but I heard from quite a good source that he has actually had that car ever since she started mouthing. He thought, okay, and let me just go and take that back. So how do you girls feel about? Do you feel like, okay, if she's tapped out of the relationship ages ago, should she have stayed in as long as she did and still be collecting gifts? Or is it a case of, well, she's paid her dues, she's been with him for how long, she's been putting up for how long? Well, maybe this is her reward. How are we feeling? What do we think about that?
Well, I'm a bit 50-50 on it. I feel like, okay. I feel as though, I understand what they say, that sometimes we as women, like, we're watching a nonsense. We're seeing you misbehave. We're watching it. We're allowing certain things. Do you know what I mean? Or we're forgiving certain things, shall I say? Do you know, baby, I promise I won't do it again. Baby, you know, it was not really me. But after a while, even when you're overlooking certain things within you emotionally, you're just like, you know what, I'm not even here. I'm not even for this no more. Do you know what I mean? Because you start to look a certain way to a person, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So for me, it's like, if I've tapped out emotionally, it's hard for me to receive your gift. I don't give a shit. I don't want your shot. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing like that. Do you know, the moment the door has shut that way, because I know what those gifts mean.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? I know they are either pity, guilt gifts, or pity gifts, or just trying to be my good grace gift, or trying to get laid today gifts, you know, kind of thing like that. So, you know, for me, I would personally not be able to comfortably receive them. I'll just be like, yeah, thanks. It will be a kind of thing where I'll be like, yeah, okay. You know, that car key, I'll be like, yeah, okay, yeah. And then I'll just put it on the shelf, and do you know what I mean? Until I'm in the right spirit with you to actually receive it properly. Because I just feel like you're not really giving with a good spirit. You're giving out of guilt or remorse or whatever for what you've done. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. But gift giving is not really the right thing. You know, we need to work on our relationship, not just be showering with gifts and trying to make it better that way. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I find it hard.
Okay, what's your thoughts, Nick?
Reward. It's a reward. She deserves the reward. At the end of the day, they were both getting something out of it.
Yeah.
Why can't she take what she got out of it? Because putting up with a man is not that easy all the time. So
yeah,
and someone especially is in the limelight, so she must have been having to deal with so much other nonsense. She needs something to make herself feel better. So take care of this and carry on.
I hear that. I think if it was me, I think depending on how close that gift giving was, and it was quite close to the breakup that gift was given. If it was me, I probably would have given the car back. If I'm being honest, not everything else. Like if we've had jewelry and things accumulated in the relationship, but if that gift was
not under good terms,
very close to, I would go, you know what, it's all right. Like you know, and no disrespect, she's actually, even though I don't know her very well, she's actually extremely popular right now. You know, so she can buy it herself. You know, I'm not trying to say that, oh, you know, because I know me, there's loads of things I can buy. And if someone decides they want to go buy it for me, you know, then I'm not going to tell them no, you know, but I just think in matters of the heart, sometimes it's like, look, just take that, you know, like take that back. It's fine, you know, but the fact that the repo man came to go get it, I really hope that that's true, because there was something about that story that just tickled me. I couldn't stop laughing about that. Okay, so as we don't have much time,
it meant that he couldn't afford it himself.
well, you know, it just be like that. Or maybe he was checked out of the relationship before. Let me just lease this for right now.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That's true.
Oh, you don't want it,
That's
take it back.
That's true.
That is true as well. He could have done that easily.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly get into the next story before we wrap up. So Tasha K, famous blogger, famous for telling, you know, dredging up all the celebs' dirty laundry. And she's cool. Sometimes she's a little bit too aggressive for me at times, but well, she broke the story about a guy called Derek Jaxn. A lot of people know about him. He has his own kind of YouTube channel, like he's got a social media platform giving women advice about men. And you know, I've listened to a lot of
is it just women or women and men?
Sorry?
Is it just women he's giving advice to, or
it's
men as well?
Women. It's mainly women giving advice to women about men.
All right, okay.
Mainly that. Sometimes it comes from a spiritual angle, you know, sometimes that's there. So basically, Tasha K has been did an interview with one of his mistresses. So now I haven't heard or read everything about it, but I just stopped, you know, following him on social media and stuff, because I thought, you're a hypocrite, and that's something I can't stand. I can't stand someone I don't mind if the person says, listen, I've done it, so I'm giving you advice from where I'm, you know, but the way it's kind of like you're talking like you're so self-righteous about this. The reason why you're able to give that advice is because you're the kind of person that you're advising, you're the person that you're trying to tell women to avoid, and I just feel like you can't put your foundation on that and then do what you're doing in the background, cheating on your wife with multiple women and XYZ. So Tasha K broke the story, and then him and his wife, I just couldn't get over. His wife was wearing a hair bonnet in there. They went live or whatever. I did this video. They holding hand, and he's the way he's grip locked her hand, and stuff, and he's talking, Derek was out there doing XYZ. I'm thinking, Derek, that's you. Why are you talking in third person? Like it's someone who's not you, kind of thing. It was just weird. She's there with her.
It was very weird.
Yeah, and I'm like, you guys did someone catch you guys off guard? Like, why do you have your bonnet, your bonnet on? And it was like,
I know.
Guys, if they want to stay together, that's their business. It's not, for me, it's not about them staying together. It's the fact that you can't put yourself out there to be something. And then I don't know, how do you expect people to take you seriously? Right, because I wouldn't listen to anything. You and your wife got to work on your own business. Like, don't be now trying to give me advice. And then, the one other thing I can't stand is when people make a mistake and then it's God. No, bitch. Now don't bring God into this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trying. At the end of the day, yes, people are human, but sometimes people, bring other elements into, like they make excuses for their bad behavior, and then stop trying to bring God or the devil. Even the devil will jump back and go, why am I in this? Like, where did I was just minding my own business, trying to mess up someone else's life. I haven't got to you yet. You did that. Yep. I just can't. Oh, the devil was playing this. Oh, I don't get this done because I'm always sleeping. There must be some spiritual demon. No, bitch, just lazy. No, bitch, you just like other women. Stop trying to, put the blame. Like,
it's true. Because the sooner you own up to what the fuck is going on with you, the quicker you'll be able to deal with it. Stop trying to excuse it.
Guys, for me, because I kind of knew of who he was, the minute I saw the whole thing, I thought, I'm just done with you. Like, you just discuss. It's not about the cheating. It's just about, you're standing for this. You're making money off this. But it's like you're living a double life.
But doesn't that go to show that it's the same old thing, the way we need to be careful where we're getting our advice from? Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. Especially anything in social media platform kind of thing. You need to be careful because people are out here all about the hustle, making the money. Everyone can spit whatever good book or whatever they have read or remixed and spit out there to you, but then they're doing their own shit in their backyard. It's dirtier than dirt, but they're teaching you how to clean your backyard. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. So you need to be careful who you're sharing your business with and who you're seeking your advice from. It's just a natural order that grandmothers have always passed down. That's just it. Mind your own cupboard. That is just it. So I'm just like, you know what? When I first saw, I've seen him before I think it was on Facebook. And I've always turned off. There's just something that I'm just like, I just turned off. So that's how I know him. I've never heard, like, do you know what I mean? Like, followed or, it's just when he comes up my timeline kind of thing like that. So when I saw this, I was really disgusted, but was like, I'm not surprised. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. I'm not surprised in the sense that, you know what, it's people who are quick to give advice that really are the ones that need to be really checking themselves. Do you get what I'm saying? Sort of thing like that. And where I'm a bit conflicted with this is the wife, because I get that people are hounding at her because of the religious view. But I'm like, however she wants to deal with this is how she wants to deal with it. Now, I feel sorry for her because her man has now brought her up into this, brought everything out whereby she can't even deal with this spiritually, however she wants to deal with it privately. It's got to be now out there where she has to be explaining herself. Do you know what I mean? In the sense of, this is how I chose to, this is what I believe. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like, the poor girl is being known now as the Derek Jaxn's wife that was cheated on. That's now how she's labeled, and how my girl could be a sweet home baker and this is how she dresses all the time, but now everybody, you know how social media is, everyone's attacking her look. Do you know what I mean? But she never wanted to be in the spotlight. This damn fool brought her into the spotlight. Do you know what I'm saying? Sort of thing.
But she didn't help herself with that bonnet though. Come on, that's all.
Yeah, but she wasn't gonna try and be something she's not. At the same time, I get. And maybe he woke her up and go, please, come do this with me. Even though he denied and said it was her choice. And I was like,
sorry, the one who wanted to go on live and explain.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, you know, maybe she didn't have time to really get ready or take that bonnet off. You know, it might be the hair from yesterday, you know, kind of thing like that. So, but it just goes to show, be careful who you're following, be careful who you're taking advice from.
Yeah. So, okay. So, New Year, what do you think about this whole Derek Jaxn situation?
I think he just played himself. That's what I think. I think, like, this guy's been giving that advice and been getting away with it for how many different years, and been telling people basically what he's been doing. Like, he's out there exposing himself, and no one really paid attention. How can someone be such an expert in such things unless you're doing it yourself? Obviously, we know. But like, obviously at the time, people like listening to him, like, oh, this man's saying what he's saying, it's gospel. But again,
because he's using gospel. It's annoying.
But then also, like, thinking about it, I don't know, I didn't follow him too much, but from what I've been hearing, he never really showed his wife, and they've been together for what, 14 years? Never. So it's like, that should have been like a bit like, all the other ones talk about relationships. At least we see the wife a few times, or the picture, or whatever. And obviously she's like not hidden herself, but she's really clothed herself in the word and using that. And all, like, you know, hands up to her for holding her head up high, because she's done another video by herself.
Yes.
The lyrics one, where she's like,
I saw that. Yeah,
and another bonnet again. And like, I'm thinking,
another bonnet? Sorry.
Another bonnet. Or a hat or something, anyway.
Like a sergeant hat.
Yeah.
Like
and she's talking about spiritual warfare and that in marriage and relationship and attacks.
Okay. And it's like Tasha, you know, the woman, like, she's like, her family's very much like that, they don't believe on divorce or anything like that. And if she's really like that, then again, all hats off to her. And he just messed her up, because she's on one path and you're completely on a different kind of flex. I just feel bad for her, really and truly, because I'm like, you've embarrassed her, and she's going to stay with you no matter what. It's like I
will say, to save her face, like, she did say when they was, you know, when he's there holding her hand tight and whatever, that she walked away. Like, she actually walked away and she came back when she felt he had adjusted himself or changed himself. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing. She didn't come back just because, you know, I'm sorry baby, I need you back, kind of thing. But you know, she walked away from the relationship. So going on the verge of, you know, she's not just a doormat, but she did what she felt. Do you know what I mean? And each to their own, because no one knows what's going on. You know, how to deal with individual relationships unless you're living it. But you know, but all these people just thinking that she's a doormat kind of thing. Well, she handled it her own way. Basically.
Personally, I actually don't believe that she is a doormat. I believe that, you know, like I said, guys, it's not, my problem is not that he cheated. My problem is that practice what you preach. That's stop bringing us
the hypocrisy of it. And you said it rightly.
Just like you said, where you're like, you need to watch who you're getting advice from, because it's like they're telling you to do one thing with one hand, and then with the other hand they're doing that same thing that they're telling you not to do. And I'm just like, are you like, where do you go from here? That's me. I'm just zeroed in on him. The only other thing I'm focused on her about is that bonnet. Are you trying to promote a bonnet line, or, you know, I don't know. But other than that, I don't care how she handles it. If she want to stay with him, that's up to you, sis. You know, I don't, you know, however anyone wants to handle their marriage is their business, and that's fine. I just think what he did, there ain't no coming back from that. That now you're gonna have to change careers, mate, because I don't, whatever Kool-Aid, you know, like whatever you're selling, I am not buying into it at all. That's it.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but was there not recording of the mistress saying that after the recording with the wife, he was still coming to her place and calling and texting. Something about pregnancy as well, or something.
Yeah, she was.
It's so messy. This whole thing is so messy. I'm just like, you didn't even just do the I cheat the once. It's like you did the worst. You know what I mean? It just makes it so messy.
Yeah,
I don't think she's a doormat. I just think that she's being made to look bad.
Yeah,
like he's the one who done everything. Like she's just living her best life. I don't see why she's not a saint. I don't know who she is.
Yeah,
but if she's walking a certain way, she believes in certain things, that's almost also being thrown back in her face, because everyone's like, how's this the spiritual warfare thing, going to protect you and all of this kind of stuff. She was minding her own business from what I can tell. From what we can tell. So like you're saying, it's all on him, because he's come at this career thing of like, I'm going to be this relationship expert. I'm going to, I'm going to be the one with the word. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And on the back of it, now everyone's cussing her hairstyle. The woman, like, she's pretty. Like, she's got glasses on in the picture. She's a pretty woman. Do you know what I mean? And if she wants to cover herself up, she wants to cover herself up and do how she's going to be doing. But he's still making her look like a clown. Like, she's not a doormat, but he's making her look like a clown and making what she believes look like is fake or it's got nothing. And really and truly, she's got a lot more strip than a lot of these people out here.
Yeah, a lot of people, exactly.
There and saying what she's saying with her chest held high. Do you get what I mean? Like, he is the scum of the earth, and it's a lot more like him. So we can't even be like, it's all him, because there have been others before him, and it's probably going to be others after him. But he needs to be really just like stopped dead in his tracks, because apparently he had a contract with Derek Jaxn beforehand about a book or something. And I'm just like, no, again,
Reject.
Reject.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Reject. Like I said, and how she wants to handle things is her business. Her going, talking, using her spirituality to get through this situation. Her as a separate entity from them. I'm 100% for that. How she chooses to handle it and get past this situation, I'm 100% on board about that. But my thing is, he has to switch careers now. I have no problem, guys, with anybody saying, you know what, this was the life I was living. And I'm coming at it from that angle. I know how guys play the game, because I used to be that guy. I don't mind that, guys. I'm like, okay, I've heard of pastors who were, who'd been in and out of prison, and then they turned their life around and things. And they're coming from a place of experience. I'm down with that. What I'm not down with is, while you're telling people don't be this, look out for this kind of man, you're there telling women, trying to lift women up and tell them this, tell them that, but you're out there doing those things that you're telling them to look at. Nah, mate, that's just me. I'm like, nah. Anything else you do now, as far as I'm concerned, you're cancelled. I don't do the whole cancel culture, but in Iffy's world, do you know what I mean? You ain't invited to nothing. Your black card is revoked. That's guys, that's me. Okay, now now I'm coming off the ledge now, and I'm gonna just wrap up. So the moral of the story is, guys, people, hold your Bibles high and hold them tight, but do not use God, do not use the devil as an excuse for your behavior. We are all human. Yes, we make mistakes. And at the end of the day, all of us out here have made mistakes. That is not the issue. The issue is, don't be telling me how to keep my house in check, but your house looks like a trap house, but nobody knows. But now, so just make sure you clean up your own shit, because my shit stink, but your shit stink too. But just don't dress it up like it's got roses. That's it. Leave God, leave the devil out of it. If you're someone who's trying to heal, fine. Use God. Look to God, fine. But don't be calling out the devil. This is the only instance where I stand up for the devil. No. We're all responsible for what we do. Don't act like something came upon you, that you didn't want, and it caused you to. No, you did that because you wanted to do it. And that's just the bottom truth. That's just the bottom line, sorry. So, okay,
right,
on that note.
Everything we do is a choice. So, yeah.
Exactly. Hold your hands up. I did it. That's it, guys. I'm sorry. I know this is kind of digressed, but I love the way Ray J, I hit it first. He's always happy to say, listen, guys, I hit it first. He's holding his hands up. He hit it first. Now, on that note, guys, we're going to wrap up. Thank you very much for a very entertaining.
You're welcome.
Episode. I should go last more often. I like this because it's like Jerry Springer's Final Four. So I love this.
Oh
okay,
God.
guys. So you know what to do, guys. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Podbean, Twitter. Email us at freepms.ladies@gmail.com. I'm your girl, Queen P.
I'm Snoop.
I'm Nick.
Goodbye, people, and remember,
Bye.
Oh God.
put God first. Bye.